ladies and gentlemen, Scotty P here, joined by my co-host
El Jefe.
El Jefe, dude. And speaking of El Jefe, you're the boss, right?
Yeah.
Man, NFL draft. That is the boss event.
Dude, that is the event.
The boss event. Hundreds of thousands of people flock to Vegas.
If you guys are following it online, you may have seen some of our hashtags.
Man, it was crazy. Getting around that place was amazing. Man, people were saying that they can't remember the last time they shut down all of Vegas Strip, but they shut
down the Strip
for 3 days.
Holy cow!
3 days.
Oh my gosh!
And we were backstage, and it felt so good to be backstage, greeting picks again, and it almost felt like we were back to normal, and that's what was the coolest part to me.
Yeah, for sure. Who were some of the cool people that you got a chance to meet? Obviously, we'd met the Rated Rookie guys before. Yeah, spent some time with them. Guys. But who were some of your favorite?
Man,
dudes?
They were all great. I mean, Zion came through. He was pretty cool, and I that just stuck out because his name's Zion.
Yeah.
And I heard him being linked to the Cowboys, and he didn't go to the Cowboys. So I was like, man. But man, they were all super nice. I mean, they were all very appreciative, and they were all, on cloud nine that they just got picked, and
our
they
guy
were all.
Aiden went number 2.
He went number 2. Yeah, they were all getting ready to jump on planes and fly to their new towns and stuff like that. So that was pretty crazy. But yeah, Aiden went 2, and him and his family were there, and that was really neat. And it was just a fun night, man. Special night. It's always one of my favorite nights of the year, being able to be backstage and be there with those guys. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is. I'm very jealous. Obviously, I wasn't in Vegas, as you guys know. I was holding down the fort here last week, but I think it's so cool that you're getting. It's like one of the first interactions with these guys after their life has just been changed.
That's crazy.
They've been drafted in the NFL. It's wild. I can only fathom what that feels like in that moment. I would imagine it's pretty surreal walking through.
It is, man. It's like it's just. It's a new group of guys every year, and it's a new group of reactions, right? So I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but it really is, because these are all, in some cases, when we ask them what their first summer job was, they all say, well, being a professional football player was my first job. You're just like, wow. This is when it becomes real for them. They realize a dream. They come around the corner and they see Panini, and a lot of the guys we already had cards of, and they saw their card for the first time, and we're like, oh my goodness, and it's really a fun night.
And a lot of those guys have been like eating, sleeping football for their entire life. So the fact that I would imagine even for their family, like it's a big deal. A lot of moms and dads having to bring these kids to practice every day, and buy all their equipment and all of that stuff. So what a cool opportunity to be in the mix there. But y'all did a great job. The coverage was amazing.
Coverage is cool, man. We own draft night. That's one of the things we always brag about, and that's we lead the conversation when it comes to the NFL draft, and that's pretty neat. And now we got to quickly regroup and get together to go to LA in 2 weeks to have the rookie photo shoot. So we're back to getting those guys to come to LA. But we're going to be doing a ton around that in the next 2 weeks from now. But most important is just getting these guys booked, their flights booked and their hotels booked, and get them there and get their new jerseys and all that stuff like that. So it's going to be a real cool, fun month. For us.
If you maybe you missed some of the draft, maybe you're working, maybe you're somewhere else. If you didn't miss, or if you didn't get to see some of the draft coverage, go to our social. We have a ton of cool videos out. You can see a lot of behind the scenes stuff there. We gave the guys some of the draft picks, one-of-one NFTs, which was really cool. And there was a lot there. So go to the Panini social, and there's a lot of different content from the draft. Got the NBA playoffs going on too, my man.
Heated,
you been watching any of this?
I've been watching. I turned my TV off early last night, so I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching it because I don't know that our beloved Mavs are gonna. You might be getting some brooms out for that series.
Oh, don't say that.
But
gosh, it wasn't pretty.
Not surprised though. I wanted to see if Devin Booker was healthy, and he is, and I don't know that there's anybody stopping them.
Shout out to Devin Booker's hamstring. It looked like he was feeling better last night.
Yeah, he looked like he was feeling just fine. So, I don't know. Anything can happen, but man, again, injuries happen, right? And Joel Embiid gets hurt, and it's a game changer. And so you just, at this point of the year, you're just hoping that you get through it healthy, and that you have answers for these guys. But man, I don't know the Mavs have an answer for what Phoenix threw at them last night.
They look.
But we'll
tough.
see. I mean, that's why you play a series. It's not based on games. But yeah, I mean, I think we're going to see Golden State and the Suns in the finals, and on the other side, it's probably going to be what
I thought Celtics,
Bucks,
man, they lost the first one.
The Bucks.
Yeah, Giannis is tough.
Giannis is tough. He's manhandling.
Yeah.
I saw him throw Jason Tatum down like he was nothing. I was like, my goodness.
He's a man amongst boys in one of those games.
Golly, yeah. So, yeah, and then on the other series, it's just going to come down to health. If the Heat can get up by 2 games before Embiid comes back, I mean, you may not be able to get it done, but who knows, man? It's interesting, man. This is the time of year where it gets fun.
It is. Yeah, it is. Gosh, I have a hard time not watching the playoffs. My poor wife, who's not a sports fan, I want all these games are good, and all these teams are great, and they're going all in, and it gets so competitive around the playoffs. Like some teams that wouldn't have, gone all in just during the regular season in a game like this are giving it their all. Things get a little dirty in some of the games too, so it's interesting to say the least. You want to talk releases?
Man, that's your gig right there.
All right, man.
You got. It's release time. I mean,
it's busy.
It's starting to get busier and busier.
It is. This has been another busy week this week, as we alluded to last week. So this week we have the epic National Treasures Football is releasing. We have Mosaic Soccer La Liga is releasing this week. Donruss UFC, which I'm really excited, is a brand new product that we're going to be breaking on the show here later on. And then Court Kings Basketball, that is like my favorite design of anything we do. Court Kings is beautiful.
Cool. I love it.
And so I got a real special guest on Hot Seat.
I know the Hofer Hot Seat has a special guest today.
A
famous guest. How about
that? Famous guest, yeah.
And as luck would have it, even though you already get the opportunity to talk to one Scott that's famous, you now get the opportunity to talk to another Scott that's famous.
It's Scott squared on this episode. We have Scott Hanson from NFL RedZone is going to come in. Talk about he's in town for a charity, which we're going to be talking about a little bit. He's also a card guy, we're going to talk cards.
We almost missed this interview in the podcast because we couldn't get him out of the card area in here. He just he was stopped. He took pictures. He was asking questions, very engaging. I mean, he spent a good amount of time back in the product room just asking him about how products are built, and I mean, he's definitely a card guy.
He is. You can definitely see. Yeah. So to Scott's point, he did a little tour prior to this around the headquarters and got to see all the cool stuff, and he was eating it up. He was having fun.
The funniest story he told when he came in, which was one of the things that I kept thinking about, is he said like he'll go to a restaurant and order a sandwich or whatever, and people around him will hear his voice.
Yeah.
And they'll all turn, and he's like, "Yeah, it's me." And that's what I think of, right? Like that's probably the most recognizable voice in my household because we watch the RedZone channel.
You do
exclusively every week on Sunday.
No kidding. Yeah. He's got $1 million voice, and like it's always there. It's not something he just ramps up to. Like that's his voice.
That's his voice.
That dude is what a blessed guy.
And he's all energy too. He's like, So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, looking forward to that. So let's go ahead and talk to Scott real quick. The other Scott. Let's talk to the other Scott. Hey, what's up, guys? Jeff here, and we have a very special guest today on Hofer's Hot Seat. This is Scott Hanson from NFL RedZone. Scott, how are you, man?
I'm doing awesome. You don't understand. When people come in to the NFL RedZone studio to be guests, they always are wide-eyed, and they're like, this is awesome. That's the way I feel being at Panini USA headquarters with you in the hot seat, Jeff.
The Hofer Hot Seat.
No, seriously, like I was a card collector when I was a kid, and through the shutdown across the country and whatnot. And I have a nephew, Tyler Hanson, in the Boston area.
Shout out Tyler.
Shout out Tyler, who is a Panini collector freak.
We love that.
And this is a big deal for me to be here, so thanks for having me.
Of course, my pleasure. So, NFL Red Zone kind of seems like the dream job. How did this come about? I know you've been there for a few years now, but how did that come about?
So they were starting the show, NFL Red Zone. They said it's going to be every touchdown from every game, no commercials, just roll with it and ad lib. So they took a bunch of prospective hosts, put us in a room, gave us a gallon of water each, and the last guy to leave the room would get the job.
Oh my
gosh. My bladder integrity was the one that won the job. Now, I always joke because everyone wants to know the bathroom question.
Of course.
And the truth is, I do not go in 7 hours.
So for those of you, the one or two of you that haven't seen NFL Red Zone, it's 7 hours straight football and covering every game going on. And I'm always like, and no commercials, which is worth noting. It's wild, man.
When I was a reporter for NFL Network at the time, and when I heard in the summer of 2009 that fall we were going to start this show that was going to be 7 hours, every touchdown, all the best parts of every game, I was like, I want it. I stepped up and I called the talent director, I called the executives, and I'm like, guys, who do you have to host it? And they're like, well, we're looking at some different people. I said, is my name on the list? They said, yeah, your name is on the list. And they did an audition with a handful of different prospective hosts, and my tape was the one that stood out, I guess, and the rest, as they say, is history. I'm thankful. I love it.
That is a beautiful, beautiful story. So for anybody who is, and I'm sure we have a lot of people in the audience that would dream about a job in sports broadcasting, can you give any sort of tips for somebody that's trying to pursue something like that?
Well, so I was one of those young people at one time, and I was like, I can't play NFL football, but maybe I can have a career where they'll pay me to talk about it. And so I went to Syracuse University, which has the best broadcast journalism school in the country. I know I'm probably seem biased, but you can Google it yourselves, the Newhouse School at Syracuse. And a very accomplished broadcaster at the time, and now a Hall of Fame broadcaster named Bob Costas.
I've heard the name.
Came by, and he would guest lecture every once in a while at Syracuse. He's an alum.
Okay.
And I asked that same question. What advice would you give? We all want to become the next Bob Costas. What advice would you give? And the advice was interesting, and I would pass along the same thing. He said, and he was speaking to college students, us at the time, he goes, I know you want to excel in all of your broadcast classes. He says, I want you to excel in your psychology class, your science classes, your math classes, your history, all the other subjects and all the other disciplines that you're taking here at Syracuse. I want you to excel at those, because the more well-rounded you are in world knowledge, the better you'll be able to speak to an audience about one specific topic. Yeah, okay, you're all sports crazy in here, or you're all football crazy specifically.
Right.
But if you can tap into all those other aspects of life, it will inform the broadcasts that you do, especially the ones that are just speaking extemporaneously. And I took that to heart, so I started reading the newspaper. There used to be a thing called newspapers, actual physical hard paper. I would read the newspaper cover to cover, not just pull out the sports section and say, what do my favorite teams and players do? Read the whole thing. So I would give that same advice. Become as well-rounded of a person as you can be, and you'll be a better, specifically, sports broadcaster or football broadcaster.
That is fantastic advice. That is fantastic. Okay, so it's not just a coincidence you're in Dallas today. You're here for a very specific event, excuse me.
Yeah.
Can you tell the audience a little bit about this?
I'd love to. So I am very thankful to be here at Panini and be here at the invitation of some folks from an organization named Orphan Outreach. It's based here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but it is a global ministry that is just what it says, Orphan Outreach. The folks here in Dallas have used their resources, their platform, their connections to impact orphans, tens of thousands of orphans in countries in Europe and Asia and South America and here in the United States as well. I actually came across Orphan Outreach through a Google search. Every summer when the NFL players are on vacation, I take a vacation myself, and I'm not really just go sit on the beach type of a guy. I like to go out and explore, adventure, see something new, and I also like to serve. And so I said, I want to partner with a Christian organization that's based in the United States that just loves people and wants to help people in any exotic country you can name. And I linked up with Orphan Outreach, told them who I was, what I was about. They told me what they were about. And we've had my goodness, it's probably an 8 to 10 year relationship, I want to say. I've gone to Russia with them. I've gone to Kenya with them. And then here, they've asked me to be a part of their banquet, their fundraiser. And as you and I speak, I know people might not see this until after the event, but I'm leaving here from Panini and going to AT&T Stadium. Orphan Outreach's main fundraiser for the year is at AT&T Stadium. We're going to move the goalposts, put the banquet tables down, and Tim Tebow is the keynote speaker this year, and I'm going to be the MC. We're going to raise some money and celebrate what Orphan Outreach has done for the last 15 years, impacting lives.
Oh my gosh, just a little event venue you may have heard of, AT&T Stadium.
Right? No, they're doing it big.
That is big.
As they say in Texas.
Right, of
everything's
course.
bigger. Yeah.
So, Scott, is there some place that people can go if they want to learn more about Orphan Outreach?
Yeah, Orphan Outreach, most social media platforms, you just search Orphan Outreach, or their main website, orphanoutreach.org is the website. Some great people. Amy Norton is a personal close friend of mine. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you probably have heard her name before. She does a fantastic job, and we're celebrating a man by the name of Mike Duras, who was the co-founder of Orphan Outreach. But orphanoutreach.org, if you're searching for a ministry, and if you trust me with what I tell you on TV, I give the Scott Hanson seal of approval for Orphan Outreach and the good work they do, helping other people from a good place in their hearts.
Love it.
Yeah.
So you are here, obviously, for Orphan Outreach. You've got the coolest job that I know of.
Well, maybe I'm sitting next to the guy with the coolest job.
I might trade you for a couple days.
Card Disney World here at Panini.
It is. Like, I tell people I step over cases of cards to get to my desk in a literal sense. But you're a card guy too, Scott.
Yeah.
So you are, like, there was a reason Scott wanted a tour of the offices here. It's not just because he wanted to shake some hands and tell people about Orphan Outreach, which is very important, but he's also a card guy. He's one of us. So talk to us about that.
Yeah, so ever since I was a little kid, like a lot of us, I got into sports, and then part of getting into sports was not just watching it on TV or going to games in person. My dad, I was very blessed. My dad took me to a lot of sporting events when I was a kid, but wanting to get, the touch and the feel of players. And back in the 80s when I was, in my formative years, getting the cards, getting the football cards and seeing, okay, this guy's stats and this guy's biography and this guy's height and weight. This is all pre-internet, of course. So that was how we got a feel for our favorite players, our favorite teams, and even storylines that would develop through the year. Absolutely. So I collected, 80s was my wheelhouse. Went on to college, got into my career, kind of got away from it. Mm-hmm. And then, truth be told, when COVID hit and shut down the world, we're all sitting at home again. And like a lot of stories that I'm sure people have told you here in the hot seat, people go into their basements, they go into their garages, they go into their storage units and dig up their old collection of cards. Well, I did the same thing. I did that, found my old Topps, if I can say that.
Yeah, that's all right.
My old Topps 84
Beep
football.
That out.
Yeah, beep. Went and looked at my old cards, and then my brother, Brian Hanson, and my nephew, his son, Tyler Hanson, back in Boston, we started talking, and they're like, you got to get into Panini. And I had heard the company Panini, of course, but I had really not collected any. But they're like, Panini is the gold standard. This is what you got to get. They're unbelievable. And we started doing it, and it was a way for me to bridge the gap with my young nephew about his collecting and what Uncle Scott did when I was a kid, and my brother Brian, his dad. So it's been a family thing, and I'm thankful that Panini would invite me here today.
Of course. Well, if you have time, I know you got a busy schedule today.
Yeah.
I would love to break a box with you. So this, you all may recognize this, but
let's go.
2021
right here.
2021 National Treasures football. Of course, we're doing NFL football. This is Scott Hanson, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, there's one box, so essentially one pack in these boxes, which is perfect because Scott is on a tight schedule, so we want to just do something that was quick. And before we get into this, I want to say in advance, whatever we pull from this, we're going to go ahead and donate to Orphan Outreach. So y'all can do whatever you want with the cards.
Thank you.
They are yours to walk away with. And we're just happy to support a great cause. And
let's go, Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, there we go.
Let's go, Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase. Let's go.
Mac Jones is our other.
No, seriously, on behalf of Orphan Outreach, I appreciate the gesture. And
of course.
This is as close as I've ever gotten to a box of national treasures.
Well, I'm going to let you do the honors here. So I'm just going to show you. So there's one seal here we got to cut into, and there's a couple seals on this inner box. But I mean, just look at this. Did you ever think, when you were collecting cards during the 80s, did you ever think you would get something in like a souped up cigar box that's all padded and
I've got old cello packs. If you remember cello packs,
because
you can actually still, you can see the first card through there.
Yep.
And some of them wiggle because they're still so loose from the 1980s.
Do I know cello pack? Yes, 100%.
Cello packs, tri-packs. Okay,
I'm going to let you do the honors there, Scott.
National treasures, Panini football. This is the 2021 rookie class here. Ooh.
Have you opened any of these before?
No, I have not. So I'm going to dump them out and we're going to go single by single.
So he knows what he's doing now. I'm impressed by that. Yeah.
I watch the YouTube channels with the breaks. Okay. All right. So now let's do a tight shot. Get out. Believe it or not, I'm not a young man anymore. I want to get out my
the readers.
Glasses
I got you. Yeah, I'm right there with you.
To be able to see exactly the gloss. Okay, David Montgomery, numbered to 5.
Oh wow!
Right, numbered
that's
to 5.
That's a great base card.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a Bears fan.
So let's show that, or maybe I can do the show.
Caleb Peterson, that one could be coming your way right now. All right, Baker Mayfield. Are all of these numbered? Forgive me, because
they are.
Okay,
yes.
So numbered to 99, Baker Mayfield. Browns Baker Mayfield. We'll see by the time this airs, or if later, if it's still that way. Oh wait, patch.
All right.
Robert Smith throwback, the old Ohio State running back, was an All-American at Ohio State, was a first-round draft choice for the Minnesota Vikings. And
if I didn't know better, I would think you work in football.
Yeah, exactly. made a couple of Pro Bowls as well. Was a very good player, and he actually, I think he has a doctorate degree. He's a real smart guy as well. I believe so. I know he has an advanced college degree.
Here we go.
A patch. Antonio Gibson with the Nike swoosh.
Look at this number on it.
And wait, I can't even see that. That's too close.
That is a 1 of 1.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, because it's scripted. I didn't
it is
know.
Scripted.
I was looking for the actual physical number. It's scripted. 1 of 1.
Yeah.
Dude, let's go.
That's something else.
I had Gibson on one of my fantasy teams. I got 2 fantasy teams, and I had Gibson this last year. All right, here we go. Another patch.
That's going to be a nice little donation.
Number to 99, the rookie first-round wide receiver from the Baltimore Ravens, Rashad Bateman.
All right.
Rashad Bateman, who was injured for the first part of the year, but then came back later in the year. Oh, man, another Chicago Bears card here. So I'm thinking of all of my friends who are various the team fans.
Sure.
And I'll be like, okay, my Bears cards can go to my guy, Caleb Peterson.
There you go.
I got a couple of Vikings fans if we had a good Viking card. This one here is a NFL gear combo materials. 2 players, both with patches on it. You got Khalil Herbert from the Bears and Justin Fields from the Bears.
Sir.
Let's go.
There is something special on the tail end of this. I can tell.
Wait, you on the bottom of the pack
No.
here,
Right, what you're coming up to next? That looks like.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, I see the back side of this. Okay, rookie jumbo prime signatures. Wait, is this like a?
It's a booklet. Yeah.
No
yeah. So
way.
Oh.
Dude, Lynn Bowden Jr. and it's got the football in it.
May I?
And not only the football, but the part that says the Duke from Wilson on it.
Oh my
gosh!
gosh.
Me? And auto.
How crazy is that?
I've never even seen that card before. Like that style of card.
So the booklets they come in some of our higher end products, but this is not like this very often. That's amazing.
Okay, well we went to find a Dolphins fan tonight at the banquet. And maybe we use this one as one of the special cards to
there you go
to raise some money for the orphans.
Perfect.
Drew Bledsoe throwback, number to 49 and auto, and it looks like a nice solid auto from Drew as well.
Nice bold signature.
The former number 1 overall pick in the draft. By the way, can you name? There's only 3 franchises that have never had the number 1 overall pick in the draft.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea.
That's a tough.
Tell me.
Question. I'll let the audience think about it for a second. 3
comment below
franchises that have never had the number 1 pick in the draft? I'll give you the answer in just a minute here. How
Okay,
about we,
all right,
if you're
perfect,
commenting
yeah.
below
Yeah,
while
there
we
you go.
do it? Okay.
There you go.
Now people are going to Google it. They're going to cheat. Oh, so a Drew Bledsoe autograph throwback. How about a guy who has a gold jacket by the name of Brett Favre?
Whoa!
Autograph throwback. Numbered to
that.
99.
Yes.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Oh, and here's a good rookie patch auto here.
Yes.
Ramondre Stevenson from the New England Patriots.
Oh,
I love it.
yes.
Double thick card, too, it
Yes,
feels like.
yeah.
I mean, like the patch has to be.
Yeah, so this is considered the, when they say a true RPA, this is a true RPA because it's got his number on it back, and there it is, out of 99, and it's vertical.
And my only concern would be Bill Belichick uses like 9 different running backs all the time. So for them to get like an 1,800-yard running back or something like that would be almost impossible. It would be very rare.
It's a good point.
So,
It's a good point.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Hey,
that's fantastic.
that was a great
Dude,
box.
what a win, man.
That was awesome.
Jeff, that's awesome.
Scott, this was a blast. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out, to explore the office, and of course to come on the show and break some product with me.
You call this the hot seat. I can feel I'm sweating right now. I literally can feel, you probably see it in the camera right now. I can feel like I'm sweating from trying
It's
to.
just pure fun.
Oh, dude, it's so great to be back. And thank you to Panini. Thank you everyone here. Would you come see me on the RedZone set in Los Angeles at some time?
Yes.
With a little quick pro quo.
You guys heard that. This is on camera right now. So yes, of course, I would love that. Do you want to let people know where they can find you on social or otherwise?
Sure, yeah. I'm at Scott Hanson on Twitter, Hanson. Not Chris Hansen, Scott Hanson. People make that mistake all the time. Not a mistake you want to make on television, by the way. And at Scott Hanson 1 on Instagram, and find me on NFL Sundays in your living room.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Jeff,
Appreciate
you're
it.
awesome. Thanks,
See you
man.
guys later. He was great, man.
Totally
That was fun. That was super fun. By the way, we mentioned some trivia. It was which NFL team has never had the number 1 draft pick in the draft? And do you care to make a guess? There's
No.
3 of them.
I tried. I said Minnesota Vikings, and you said that I was wrong.
Beep.
So I was like, I don't know, man.
Well, let me tell you. So first one, Baltimore Ravens. Second, Seattle Seahawks. And third, this one kind of surprised me, your Denver Broncos.
Yeah. Well, they used their first-round draft pick this year on Russell Wilson, so I think they drafted very well.
They did all right.
That's what everybody kept saying at the draft. Was like, well, they used their first pick on Russell Wilson. It's like, all right, good pick.
Man, you want?
I think that's a pick that's gonna have an immediate impact, as they would say.
I agree. He doesn't have much ramping up to do. I think he's ready to rock. I'm not a giant Broncos fan because I'm a Chiefs fan and they're a division rival, but that's going to be a real big deal
Yeah, that's
with him being there. I'm kind of concerned about that, but we'll see. Man,
So now you have proclaimed that Court Kings is your favorite.
My
product.
favorite product.
Cool. So let's open Court Kings
All
first.
right, let's do it. Let's do
This is
it.
Court Kings right here. Every box has 1 autograph and 1 memorabilia card. Court Kings, you got the great Josh Giddey on the packaging.
Young Josh Giddey.
Ooh.
Giddy up.
Giddy up. Let's go.
All right. Court Kings is a great product to break on camera. It's quick, lots of cool hits.
1 pack.
1 pack.
All right. Here we go. I'm starting off hot. Speaking of playoffs, Tyrese Maxey. Booyah.
So, man, right. Bradley Beal. I'm going to show this just so you can see what. That is a base.
Boost.
Clay Thompson.
So here is a rookie Kai Jones. Pretty cool looking card. It's got some color there.
Another base.
Boost.
Clay Thompson. So it's no longer the Splash Brothers. It's what are they calling themselves now? Because there's 3 of them now. Now Jordan Poole is amongst the Splash Brothers.
So
Gosh.
here's my first hit. Seth Curry. Mem card. Nice.
So one of the cool things about Court Kings, their base, they have a level, like kind of level of print run, if you will. Goes 1 through 4, with level 4 being the SSP version of that. And I may or may not have pulled a level 4 in here.
Well, I got a work in progress Kai Jones. So this is the Kai Jones box.
Nice.
But I'm also we'll show mine here in a second. It's also the Evan Mobley box.
Whoa, that's a good box to have. So Josh Giddey, some jersey materials there.
Ooh.
Giddy up.
Giddy up. And then I have a insert and my auto Heir
Apparent. Oh, that's one of
99.
That's one of my favorite insert sets. That's so cool.
So look at that. Evan Mobley, man.
Man, were they back to back?
Yep.
Those
are the ones that's the one you want right there.
Yeah,
from what I hear.
no doubt.
Evan Mobley.
Yeah. Got Miles Turner auto. This is that the Impressionist ink. I don't know, man. The artwork speaks for itself, but they've just got cool insert sets in this. Got Russell Westbrook, the Maestros. I'm gonna show that. And then I've got one more that I want to show here because this is the level 4 that I was talking about. You can see, first off on the back, it's Joshua Primo. You can see at the top, 4. And then that's what the front looks like. So these are
I got
maybe
no
one
4s.
per case.
I got no 4s.
They're pretty tough to come by because I've looked for a Luka and a Trey rookie level 4 for a while, and they are not very abundant. So cool.
Nice.
Little
now,
UFC.
Little UFC.
All right. Want to do the honors?
It's UFC time. Now, this is hot off the presses. They literally just brought this
Just
in,
got delivered.
and we were like, man, we need to be opening this. So it's the debut edition, and it's saying find one autograph and one memorabilia card per box. So
And it's Donruss.
you
know it's going to be good. Oh, these are the fat packs too. These are like 30 card packs, I think.
there you go.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
How many is that? 10? Man, these are huge, right?
Yeah, they are 30 card packs. The good thing about Donruss is they've got a bunch of really
Donruss,
cool
Conor
inserts.
McGregor, right
there
off
you
the
go.
bat. Look at that.
Right off the bat.
Conor! There you go.
Good. Since we're showing Connor, got the Habib card here. Connor's nemesis.
All right, now I pulled the mem card right out of
Whoa.
the gate. Octagon Royalty, Tony Ferguson.
Oh, very cool.
So that's a pretty cool card.
So this is a press proof. They are not numbered. Ian Katalaba. I'm sure that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So Net Marvels are in Donruss, as you guys. Oh man, holy smokes. Okay, cool. Got the Net Marvels, Amanda Nunes here. This looks like the base Net Marvels.
They're Octagon Marvels.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Octagon Marvels. Thank you.
Now, one of my favorites, Retro Series, Chuck Liddell, the Iceman.
No.
Love the Iceman. That guy.
Got another Amanda Nunes here, and this is the Crunch Time insert set.
So I only got one. It looks like I only got one rated rookie. Or
Oh,
I don't know
really?
if you're
Okay.
supposed to. There's Billy. I'm probably gonna butcher that one, so I'm not even gonna try. But really cool photography,
Yeah.
like of what you would expect from a Donruss product. It looks
Absolutely.
really cool. Nice full color.
Get a lot of bang for your buck in these boxes. Literally a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Brunson, Zhang Wei Li, Michael Chandler. Oh, wow.
Ooh, I got. Here is a Voice of the Octagon.
I was about to show one too.
Nice.
I got Voice of Octagon, Bruce Buffer. It's time.
That's cool on there. Magicians. Guzman.
Oh. Got a Jorge Masvidal. This is the laser, red laser out of 75. You have one of my favorite laser noises.
I practice the laser.
It shows, man. Yeah, with like 30 card packs make me want to build a set. You're getting a good chunk of the set out of a box,
Yeah,
if not.
Yeah, if you get
every card you need.
He probably is close to. I mean, with the rated rookies falling as rare as they are, I mean, maybe it's a little tough. But here's Tracy Cortez, rated rookie.
Got my guy Sean O'Malley here.
Now I got a parallel, but a parallel of a rated rookie, Daniel Rodriguez.
Awesome.
That is a purple.
Ooh, my first rated rookie too. Ilya Topuria. Sure, I got that one perfect. You're right about the rated rookie. That was the first one I came across.
Jennifer Maya, flyweight. That's one of the number parallels. That's really cool. That is numbered out of 49. That's really neat.
These insert sets are so cool. So they've got the Habib crunch time, and it is crunch time every time he fights.
He's gonna crunch. He's crunching people.
Crunching people. So have you seen the Magicians yet?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. So we got the Conor McGregor Magicians insert set.
Yeah, I held up the Usman.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, like you said, there's a lot of value. I mean, my goodness,
Yeah.
Here is another rated rookie, Alex Morano. Voice of the game. Look at that.
Very cool.
Voice of
We've
the
almost
game.
got the entire UFC media staff.
I'm telling
we just need
you,
a
man.
Cormier and a Rogan. I wonder if Rogan has a card.
Here's a real cool duo. Here's McGregor Poirier
Nice.
duo.
Whoa, okay, this is a big card. So we got the press proof rated rookie of our guy, Paddy Pimblett. That's super cool.
Last one for me.
All right, dang, go fast. Can't keep up. I'll show one more Octagon Marvels because it's just a super cool design. Max Holloway. Got Brock Lesnar.
Ooh, and I get the auto. And there's no way I'm pronouncing this guy.
How's the signature?
Zabit.
Zabit. Oh, Zabit's great. Yeah.
Magomed Sharminapov.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Oh, that's a cool card. Yeah, Zabit's a stud. He's a beast.
And another.
He's
rated rookie.
Zabit's.
Li Jinlane. There we go. Rated rookie.
Okay. One more rated rookie, Rafael Fiziev.
And then I put this one aside because I hadn't seen a Craftsman yet.
Oh, nice.
But there's a Connor Craftsman.
Really? Very cool. Misha Tate. So this is a silver parallel out of 99. That is the laser. Yeah, the Craftsman's cool. I got a Craftsman Max Holloway.
That's a big stack right
That
there.
is a lot of cards.
That's a lot of cards for a lot of value.
Exactly. Awesome, man. That was fun.
Man,
Dude, I
Donruss.
really like UFC Donruss. That was fun.
Donruss, UFC, out.
And my favorite court king.
Court Kings, La Liga, Treasures, busy week. Soon.